Now we are on day 5. Okay, very, very excited about day 5 because this is where everything comes together into one big chunk. And I think it will make a little more sense when we get through this. So let me get over here and turn your... Okay, we're going to go ahead and jump right in. We're going to be talking about groups today. So you're going to click this. Now mine is up, my Facebook is updated, so it's got the new kind of little format, which is kind of big, bolder and everything, but it's still basically the same as the other. It's just set up, looks a little bit different. Now the difference between, you can create a page or a group, and there's different reasons why you're going to do different things. So let me explain what my thought is and where my idea goes. Now I've got pages and groups. Now I created a page years ago when I first started doing my business and thought that that was the direction I really needed to be in. And then over the last couple of years, and then I created a group that was just simply for my members. The page was to bring more people in, and then the group was to hold the people that I had. So each group contains different information, each group does different things, and they function in different ways. So like a page is going to be public. No matter what, it's public to everyone. It's bringing in extra fans. From this page, you can actually create ads to get more people to see your stuff and bring them in to like your page. It can be a little costly, so you don't want to just go into it blind and not, just throwing money at the wall. And it is set up weird, and it's really hard sometimes to tell what is coming of it. So it's one of those things where you need to learn before you do on the ads. Then the other thing is groups. Groups can be public or private. To me, groups are a lot more versatile, because if they're public, of course, anybody can see that group and anybody can join the group. But you can also set up within a group, you can set up questions before they can join. And to me, that's kind of nice, because if you're able to and this is something I did not realize before, and really it's kind of a newer thing that you can ask the questions and stuff. It's a little bit newer. It's only been around a couple of years. But in the beginning, everybody's just coming into your group. All that you know is that they're on your team. You can look them up on your back office, in your virtual office, and be able to see those people. But at the same time, when they come into your group, you really don't know what their need is. They may have signed up, a friend may have signed them up, and you don't know them at all. All you know is that they're in your group, and then you're having to try to figure out and try to contact them, try to get to know them a little bit, to decide and help them figure out the best fit for them. What are some things that you've got going on in your life, and you're trying to ask them, and they're may not even be responding. But if you have the group questions set up, then you can ask, what do you expect to get out of this group? What are some things that you need help with? What are some life things? If somebody just randomly comes to your group and they haven't seen your email landing page, then you may not have their email, so that you can I send out lots of information about different things. I won't spam you, but would you please leave your email for me so that you can get updates when I go live or when I'm doing something special? Then you can have that information. So that's a great way to get somebody's email. It's a great way to find out what their need is and have all of the information that you need to move forward, and then you can put them into your AWeber subscribers list and have them tagged in a specific area. And so then if you send out emails about colon health or whatever, then they're going to be able to get that information easily, because you're specifically sending it to the people who need that particular information, instead of just randomly sending it to everybody, because everybody else may not care about colon health. But then some other people might. So that's the difference between the two. This is completely public no matter what. And it's a great way to get more fans, and you can advertise through this page. This is a paid ad that you actually pay using your page. You can create these ads that people can come and find your group and get to know you better. And then you can talk to them through the page once they start seeing your stuff. And they'll only follow. It won't be like adding them as a friend or anything like that. It will be just they like your page or whatever. And then groups are being able to ask questions. You have specific questions you can ask to help people get into the group who need to be there. They may not even be a fit for you, and you can say, this group is not going to be what you're looking for, or whatever. And it will kind of weed through some people that you don't need, but then it'll get the people that you do need. And then, now in groups, I use groups for two different purposes. One purpose is that's where I keep all of my people that are on my team, and so I talk specifically to my team people. But I also have a group that is for bringing in prospects, and that group holds prospects until they sign up and then move forward and they can come into the other group. Events, this is like if you decide you want to have a class, you can advertise for your class within your group or on your page and be able to bring people to a public place or to your home or to wherever. Like it will just be right there. And then that don't matter. So we are going to do a group, because everybody, if you're on Facebook, then you have already set up a Facebook group. A Facebook page. So we're not going to do a page. We're going to create a group, and we are going to choose a name, whatever name you want it to be. We're going to call it Gut Health, just for fun, because that's great. Choose privacy. Now you can choose public or private. I suggest doing private, and you can either have it visible to where people can find it easily, or it can be hidden. I say do it visible. That way you can have, if somebody's just scrolling through, they may come across your group and then want to join it, and which is great. You can invite friends from this point, from here, and just start clicking names, just so that people already kind of can start coming into your group. I would not do that until after you've already created your, you might have a couple of people you can throw in there, but I wouldn't invite too many people until you've got a few things in your group and you've gotten your questions set up. Here, won't let me do anything yet. Okay, so then you can create, and once you get it created, then up here at the top, you're going to click Edit, and you can change your picture. Now you can choose from pictures. It says from group photos, but of course this is a new group, so you're not going to have photos in there. You can choose from My Photos. If you do that, then it will pull up pictures from your personal page of everything that you have. So you can, if you've got anything cool that you would like, the suggestion is to put your picture on there, not to have something random, but that way people get to know you and they see you, and whenever they see you, they relate to whatever they're going to relate you to, gut health or whatever. Or you can upload a photo, which is going to pull up any photos that you have in your pictures at all on your computer, and you can pick any picture you want to. So we're just going to grab that one because it's just there. You can grab any picture that you want to. I do suggest putting your picture of your face on the group. And then you're going to go through and just invite friends, add the cover photo, which we just did. That's your cover photo. Add a description. This is the part where you're going to say, this group is about gut health, how I'm going to show you recipes that are great for your gut, that's going to be healing, that's going to make it sound right. Don't make it sound goofy like I am, but you're going to have recipes that's going to show you how to take care of your body, how to clean out your gut, when is the best time to do a cleanse, what kind of cleanses do you need to do, which cleanse needs to go first. Like a liver cleanse needs to go before any other kind of cleanse. Like you go through and you pick all of, like you're not going to have to say all of those things, but just information. Do a liver cleanse before you do any other kind of cleanse, because your liver is your main source. Okay, so write in your description, tell exactly what it is that that you are going, what they're going to get from this particular group, and be specific. You don't have to be too wordy, but be specific about what it is that you're going to offer them. Recipes, help in these different areas about gut. And then you're going to post just like regular. You'll post here, do all your normal little things like you do on Facebook. You'll see your members here. It'll show you how many members you've got, and then you can do your about thing and all of that. So it's extremely easy to set it up and get it started doing all of the group stuff. Now, when you have groups set up, let me turn up here at the top. This is your group URL. This particular group URL, you're going to copy it. Now, you can just Control C, hold down Control and then C, and it will copy that, or you can hold your finger on it and it'll come up and you can copy. And when you do that, then you'll go back to Aweber. I've lost my Aweber thingy. You'll go back to Aweber into, you were doing your, oops, goodness, what's it doing? Oh wow, start imagining all kinds of buttons. So then you can go back to your Aweber, go into subscribers, not subscribers, where you're going to make your message and do your broadcast. You're going to paste that URL into your email. So your directions of everything that's going to flow. Okay. I know this gets really confusing, and I have to like really stop and make myself think sometimes, okay, this is going here and this is going there and this is what I'm trying to accomplish. So, it does get kind of woolly, but think about your path is your number one thing. You have your Facebook. You're going to put all your little stuff. Now, your Facebook group, don't try to make it all amazing and wonderful and huge and like tons and tons of stuff in there to start with. Put just a couple of things. Tell about your group. Put a couple of pictures. Put a couple of recipes and be done. Don't overthink it and don't do too much in there yet, because you want to get everything else set up. You want to get people coming into the group. So get the basics in there. Get your main idea headed in a direction. Be specific about what it is so you're not just too broad, but it kind of keeps it narrowed to where you know what you're looking at. Now, you can have lots of different groups. You could have 10 different groups if you want to. I do not suggest starting off that way. But start off with one specific thing, and you could have then another group on animals, another group on whatever. But you're going to have to keep up with that. Like whatever you do, you have to keep up with. So don't get overwhelmed trying to do too much. You could even have just a group on toxic-free living and just helping people to understand the chemicals that are in things and what are some healthy alternatives to those things. What are some different articles that you've seen on what the chemicals are doing to our body? What are some things of better choices that we can make in cleaners, in medicines, and why are those chemicals dangerous and why is it bad for your body? You could do something like that. If you're wanting to go more toward nutritional drinks like Nixia or something like that, then be a little bit more specific in my eyes are burning. I'm sorry. My eyes are just very sensitive this afternoon. I don't know. I think we were up so late last night with the football game, and so I'm like, oh. And so I think that's why my eyes are they're like tired. They've decided to give up. They're done. But think about each one of those, any kind of area you want to specifically hone in on. So like even if you talked about chemicals, you could still pull in gut health, because the chemicals actually react with the gut. And if your gut's not clean, I was reading a story earlier, not a story, but just kind of a very visualization talking about a fish bowl when it's dirty and grimy, and the fish can't swim around really good when it's grimy, and of course the fish is getting sick because it's grimy and it's gross and it's turning black and everything. And what are you going to do? You have two choices. Are you going to give the fish medicine because it's in grimy water, or you're just going to clean the water bowl out and put fresh water in it? Of course, everybody says, clean the water bowl out, put fresh water in it. So the point is when it comes to your health, you need to put the good stuff back in, take the bad stuff out, get rid of the bad. So you've got to clean out your gut. You've got to keep your gut healthy, but that also means cleaning your liver. It means helping to keep your kidneys healthy. It's keeping heart healthy. Like, all of this comes together, and when you've got the toxins and the chemicals piling up on top of all of that, because the chemicals are actually overloading your liver, and when you do that, then everything's a mess anyway. So, sorry. Big, huge, like, squirrel there. That kind of gets into my other little, kind of things. So, you do not want to overtax your liver. So, all of that comes back to the same place. So, even if you're talking about toxic-free living, you can still hone in that area of gut. If you're talking about gut, you can still come back to toxic-free living. Everything is going to combine somewhere. Like, you can, when I was in school and we did, when I was little, we did, like, you'd have your outline. You're writing a paper and you have an outline. So, one, toxic-free living, and then under that is subcategories. Well, gut would be your subcategory, or you can make the circle, with all the little lines coming off from it, and then they've got all the subcategories of the subcategories, and they just have all these little lines. So you think about your outline. What is your outline going to look like? But it can expand to whatever you want it to be, and you can go to any area from where you start, if that makes any sense. After I said all that, I don't know that it really makes sense. But even if you're at gut health, you can come out to other areas. If you're talking about weight loss still, you have to have a healthy gut to lose weight, because your body is overloaded with toxins. You still have to have a healthy gut. Still go into that area. So everything comes back around. It's a huge circle. So then, once you've got your group set up, so this is your pattern. Okay, you've got your group. It's all set up. You grab your URL. You come into Aweber. Go to the broadcast where you're going to send a message. Create a message. Your message is going to just be very, very simple. Thank you for signing up for my free Facebook group. I am so excited to help you. Here is the URL for the group. Go to the group and answer the questions. I just happened to think. I need to show you where to find the questions section and to make those questions. Answer the 3 questions to get started in the group. I'm so excited you're here. Make it simple. Don't make it complicated. Don't make it big. Copy your URL. Put it into that message. It's right there. They click on it and it takes them directly to your page. To your group. Now, you have your landing page. Go into Aweber, into your landing page, grab it, either copy the URL, or there's also a tab for Facebook on there. And all that landing pages, and on the landing page, it says share. Click that, and you have Facebook too. So you can click on Facebook. It's going to take you over to your page. Now, this is your personal page, okay? This is not anywhere. It will ask you where you want to put this. Like, you can put it anywhere, in any group, anything. But you're going to leave this on your personal page. You can say, sign up for my new page. You will get information on blah, blah, blah. Whatever it is that you want to do. Post it to your page. You're not having to copy the URL. It's already putting it in here for you. All you do is then post it onto your page. It's extremely, extremely simple. Like, that is all you have to do. You don't have to do a whole lot of moving things around. You don't have to copy anything. Just click and move to Facebook. It's that simple, that easy. And that landing page, once it's there, then people can put their name and email in there. You'll grab that name and email, and you'll throw it, like it will go into your Aweber. Like once they sign up, because it's through Aweber already, it'll throw your subscribers into Aweber for you. You don't have to do anything. They'll already be there. Once they're there, Aweber itself sends that email address. Once it's fixed, once you've created your landing page and you've done your email, you don't have to do anything again. It'll automatically, they'll click the landing page, they'll sign up their name and email, Aweber will send them the message, they'll click on the group, and they'll be automatically put in the group. At this point, you're just putting information into your group. You're just pouring the information there. You're not having to do anything about it. That allows you to get more information out there. Now, how does that create sales? How does that create making any money? Oh, well, my little thing's not wanting to cooperate. So what you're going to do, once you've got your Facebook group going and it's starting to move, what you're going to do in that group at that point is to turn around and each week, even if you've got people who are already members in there, you want your members to keep on ordering. You want them to be on any kind of ER or anything special like that. You want them to see the information that's coming in. So you always want to be telling them the things that are coming. Don't focus so much on the cost. Only focus on what information you're giving them. You don't want people focusing on the money end of it, because that's what makes people, if you focus on it and you say, well, it only costs $22 or whatever, they're focused on just on money and they're not focusing on the benefit. You want people focusing on the benefit of your thing. Whatever your thing is, you only want it, only focusing on how you're helping them. Focus on their problem and focus on how you're helping them find a solution to the problem. So if you're helping them find a solution to their gut health, there's tons of supplements that are good for your gut health. So you're going to put things on there. Now, you're going to put some basic things too. Basic recipes, basic cleansers, different natural cleansing that you can do. But then you can also say your gut, your liver needs to be cleaned out. One way you can do that is Parafree is good to help with cleaning out your liver. Tell a little bit about it, what it does, the benefits that it would have. But first explain, why is your liver so important? What is it about your liver that, everything comes through the liver. Everything has to filter through the liver. You're filtering toxins every day through that liver because you're smelling things, you're using things, you're rubbing things on, you're taking things in types of medicines that is overloading and throwing it out of balance. So you're going to talk about what are these things that's causing these problems. You're going to go there. You're going to talk about those things. And then, like, you may do that for several days. And then once a week, you're going to say, well, this is the thing that we're talking about this week. We've been talking about the liver. This thing can help the liver. If you're talking about one big kit that you want people to buy into, think about, what does that whole kit encompass? What benefit are they going to get from that thing? Think about that for several days through the week. Think about Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, thinking about, this kit's good. It's going to help your immune system. It does all of these benefits. Like, it can help all of these things. Now then, this is how you get it. This is where you're going to get it, right here. And here's the link. Click this link. It will take you directly, and you will create your own little link from your own virtual office back office, whatever, and put it into that post, whatever the post is. Here's where you can get all of these things that we've talked about. This is where you can get it. This is what you need to get. Now, there's a lot of ways to get a lot of information. A lot of times the virtual office will have a lot of information, so you don't have to really go searching a lot, and you can read up on some things like that. If you're looking for something specific, look up chemical-free home. Look up what's chemicals doing to your body. Find those kind of things, or whatever it is that your thing is. If it's animals and oils or whatever, then find something, look those up, find out what things are being said about the oils, and then find out what it is that you need to know to change that perspective for your need, for Young Living or whatever. So make sure that you are giving a variety of different information, that it's not all just randomness, but that you're actually giving information that's going to be helpful, that's going to move somebody forward in their health journey. Or if it's losing weight, these are the things that you can use to help you lose weight. This is why you need to use these things. This is what is causing problems or whatever in our health. So hopefully that makes sense. Don't overthink it, and don't spend lots of time on it. Like I spend, like 30 minutes doing this video, but you don't have to spend that long. If there is a neat little, doing lives are really good. Now, I don't do I do tons and tons of videos, gobs and gobs of videos. My perspective is, I like doing regular videos. I end up having people, like just a few minutes ago when the kids came in, I had to mash pause, and so I had to talk to him for a few minutes. Then I have to try to get my brain back where I was and then start over again. But for the most part, it helps me to not, like if I'm doing a live and when the kids walks in, I can't pause it. Like it's done by that point. But if I can do a video, then I can save it. I can put it on Facebook. I can put it on YouTube. I can put it out wherever I need it to be. Like I don't have to have it on any given space. Like I can, well, I've lost my little page here. I can put it out anywhere without it hurting anything. If I do a video, like a live in Facebook, like in one of my groups, my phone's about to die. Oh goodness, I better hurry. If I do it in one of my groups, then it's going to end up, I can't share that because my groups are private. So that's not helpful at all. So that ends up not being a good thing. I sure wish I had my battery in here. Oh my goodness, a charger. Okay, but I'm almost done anyway. So when you're doing a video, do it very simple. Give your name, give a pain point. Do you want to know more about gut health? I'm sorry, that's the only thing that's coming to my mind really easily. And then give a couple of tips. I have 3 tips that's going to help you learn more about gut health. And then you tell them, blah, 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 blah. These are the 3 things, 1, 2, 3. And if you would like to know more, please message me and let me know, and I'll send you more information. And then you can contact them. You can learn more about the person and get to know them better. And then that will help both of you to help move them forward into the process and help them to know what direction they may need to go in and exactly what they need to buy. And that's it's a simple, you can spend 5 minutes on a video. You don't have to spend that long. Don't spend gobs and gobs of times, because a lot of times people are not going to sit and watch an entire video. Some of mine get lengthy and it's not really good. But sometimes if you got lots of information, then yes. But sometimes trying to keep it as short as possible is better. And give them the three tips. Get out. Don't spend gobs of time on those tips. Do it and get done. So either tape it, upload it to YouTube, and then share it to your page. That's what I like to do. It gets a lot more things moving that way instead of it just being all in one thing. Lives are good. Like if you're just going to do a quick live and say, hey, I'm going to go, I'm sending out a video tomorrow. Be sure that you pay attention. It's on blah, blah, blah. And then that's a good thing to do too, if you want to do it that way. And then they'll know to be looking for it. So we'll be talking more about some other tactics, some other ways that you can use some other social media things to work into your business as well. So I hope y'all have enjoyed this. I hope this has been helpful for you and that you're able to learn from these things and to be able to glean some information from it to be able to help move your business forward. So I hope y'all have an amazing weekend, and I will talk to you soon.